big picture is opening up the space and making it flexible. And we're going to be doing that in multiple phases. The first phase of which is lowering the shelves, which is not only going to make the space look larger, but it's also going to provide us with counter space for displays, for student artwork, for showing books facing forward. Because when you look at rows and rows and rows of spines, it doesn't inspire the person to take out the book, but when you look at the cover, all of a sudden circulation goes up. So being able to put all that stuff out and turning this into a gallery where the students can see each other's work is really going to make a difference. Another thing we're doing is putting in a juice bar. And I don't mean drinking juice, I mean power. I mean a charging station. We're going towards being a BYOD school, which stands for Bring Your Own Device. And in order to accommodate all those different devices and the power to run them, we need a place for them to charge. So I'm going to be building an area in between these three columns where it's going to be in a bar sort of style, so it's very trendy and modern with high bar stools, and it's going to have these spheres of plugs where the students can meet together and plug in and do what they need to do without having to worry about running out of power. And then another thing we're doing is we're really emphasizing on a casual reading area. Some of our other phases include we're going to bring in a laptop cart, another laptop cart, because right now our desktops line all of the walls, and that is very static. You can't do collaborative learning when all the desktops are right next to each other. So instead we are removing the desktops and we are bringing in a laptop cart so that they can use the space in a more flexible way. We're also going to be creating a quiet room. We are turning what is now the existing conference room, we're taking 2 of the walls and we're putting in 5 windows so that they are see-through for supervision, and that will be our quiet space. We have an awesome problem. We have so many people trying to use this library space at the same time that we're turning people away. Right now we can accommodate 2 classrooms at a time, and I want to change that. I'm envisioning a space where we can accommodate 5 classrooms at the same time doing work. In one, we're going to be working in the well. We're bringing in an interactive whiteboard where students and teachers will be able to plug in their computers and directly interact with the board, and we can have a full 24 to 26 down there. In addition, we're going to turn another corner into another area where there can be student instruction with a pull-down screen. And then in another corner of the library, we're going to have an enormous flat panel television screen mounted on the wall. And then we do have already existing 2 additional connected classrooms, which are being brought back into the scheduling of the library so that if teachers need a smaller space, maybe they have a smaller classroom, we can accommodate them to. If you put a bunch of teens together and you leave them with their smartphones and their devices and just let them play, they will learn because they'll show each other, they'll learn something new, or they'll find another app and they'll show somebody else how to do it. And same thing with the teachers. You put the teachers and the students together and the same thing happens. There's this back and forth and give and take of new information. So being able to create a space where it's completely flexible. So if you need to do Harkness style Socratic method learning, no problem, just move the tables around and do that. You need to do independent study, you just separate them. If you want to do debate work, you can sequester them and have some people on one side and some people on another side. So no matter how you need to use the space, we can accommodate it. Whether it's having up to 5 classes in here simultaneously, or it's having a poetry slam, or we're doing a choir performance or Board of Education meetings, we can do it all.